Clash of Clans just dropped a new event, the Super Dragon Spotlight, and today they also dropped with it a new hero equipment for the Warden, the Fireball. And today I'm going to teach you how to get it for yourself real quick, so let's get into it. Before we get into teaching you guys how to get the new hero equipment real quick, we kind of just got to go into our base and go under the new Super Ice Bath. This is of course going to be the area where claim rewards and stuff like that to actually get the currency needed from the trader to actually buy the new hero equipment. And how this event works pretty straightforward. What you want to do is go into attack and multiplayer and go for 3 stars or for a single 1 star, because every time you 1-star somebody, you of course get some ice cubes to actually progress through the event. And what I would recommend you do is use super dragons, because they will actually give you a small bonus every time you do an attack by 150, which is pretty nice. So the more stars you get, the more ice cubes you get, the further you progress for this event. And the good thing about this event is if you really want to go fast through it, all I recommend you do is get a training potion, activate a few of those, then just go for 1 stars consistently. You'll progress super fast to actually getting access to the new hero equipment. The highest amount of ice cubes you can currently get right now is getting a 3-star plus using super dragons, which is a total of 675 actual ice cubes. So of course we'll have a link in the description down below for what super dragon attack strategy I'm using that's very effective. Once you got enough 3 stars and a ton of ice cubes, you can then claim your rewards from the actual event. You can see right here I've gotten already 3,000 ice cubes from this attack strategy because how effective it is. And of course we can buy now our new hero equipment for the Warden, the Fireball, which is only 3,100 actual currency. So you just need to make sure to get 3,000 ice cubes so you can get that currency needed to actually buy it for yourself. So here are the stats for the Fireball right off the rip. It only has 4 tiles area effect. It has 1,500 projectile damage, and of course a small damage increase to actually the Warden throughout the whole attack, which is pretty nice. It doesn't seem to be like incredibly strong, but of course when you upgrade it, it will actually get more damage and some other stuff. And every 3 levels, I think it's every 3 or 4 levels, it will actually increase the actual overall damage potency of it. And it looks like for the tiling, it won't increase till level 8, it seems, or something like that. I don't know what increases the tiling, but it's definitely going to be expensive to get the tiling increased. But either way though, still really strong hero equipment. My question is now, which hero equipment could this actually replace? For me personally, I feel like this actual hero equipment for the Warden will be great for Warden walks. That's what we're going to actually do with him, because my attack strategy relies on the Warden and also the troops getting in the first part of the base, playing half of it, and that's why I want to showcase it. So we're going to replace that with actually the Fireball. So found us a base to use the new Fireball on. So what we need to do first is drop in, of course, our king on the back here, plus on top of that our queen on the left hand side. We have our king and queen kind of just clean up on the outside of the base here, and then what we're gonna try to do is funnel them from the back of the dragons, that way they can loop around the base. Okay, that is good for us. The queen activated ability, which is not the worst in the world, but you know, we're just gonna lose it, whatever, it's cool. And what we're gonna do now is draw in our super dragons in the back here. We're also going to drop in our normal dragons too. And then finally we're going to drop in, of course, our Warden and our RC from the back as well to kind of just clean up on the outside of the base here. And then we're just going to loop around our loons in an L shape, so that way they can clean on up. So what we're going to do next is we're going to drop in the, Overgrown spell to protect them for a little bit. We're then going to have one of our rage spells activated early, so that way we can kind of clean up the outside here. Same thing with this. We're going to have some of the dragons from the outside of the base kind of cleaning up. And what's going to happen here, as soon as the Overgrown spell wears off, we're going to use the Warden's tomb to actually protect all of them. But then on top of that too, he'll have the Fireball, because he's going to 180 real quick. So you're going to see here it's going to 180 in just a second. Actually drop this here for the time being. Warden's effect, which you're going to see he's going to Fireball the Town Hall. Perfect. We're then going to Rage spell. Then we're going to Haste. And then they're going to blitz through this base on the outside here. And we still have a lot of troops on the middle. So you can see, like, you can use the Warden to go into the base with the Eternal Tomb to protect everything, but also use the clean on out. Which is honestly a really good way of using it. I didn't even get to drop my siege, and I kind of forgot about that. So you have a lot of potential. You can actually do this if you really want to. What I'm actually going to do here is let the siege kind of clean it up, because I kind of forgot about it. If I didn't forget about that, that would have been very, very nice. Okay, so not 3-star, but still very good way to show off how the new not overgrown spell, how the new Fireball can be used in an attack. The only thing is with this deck, it could have been a 3-star if I didn't forget to drop my siege. This time we're gonna get a 3-star with the Fireball. So what we gotta do with this attack, of course, we're gonna do the same strategy did, have our king and also queen go on the outside of the base, kind of just clean on up, create a funnel. What we want to do is drop in our troops and actually clean on up. What I'll do in just a second here is activate the queen's ability. I was gonna hopefully pocket that for a little bit, but that expo kind of targeting her, which is fine, and that's good. So what we're gonna do now is drop in our dragons on the right hand side of the base, plus on top of that with actually our other dragons, and they're gonna clean on up the back, plus a Warden, RC from the left hand side with actually the king, Then we're gonna drop the loons in an L shape again, like we did earlier. With that though, we're good. I don't know where that poison effect just came from. Oh, there's a spell tower over there. I didn't even realize that. All we're gonna do now is do an overgrown spell on the backside here, plus our rage spell, 2 of them, widened up so that way they can get the most value for it. And make sure to drop in the siege this time. I'm not trying to switch stuff out, so I don't know why you're asking that. Oh, I didn't hit the airsweeper. I was supposed to hit that, but I forgot about that. Whoopsie. And then we're gonna just let them clean on up here for a second. We're gonna activate the RC ability for the Hog Riders. We'll clean up on the outside here. Well, effectively, overgrown spell is gonna wear off in just a bit here, which is perfect. So what we're gonna do now is activate that warden effect. Just gonna protect them. Fireball's gonna go off. It didn't go the right direction I'd like it to, but not the worst thing in the world. So we're just gonna have them clean on up. We're of course gonna use the overgrown spell to protect our troops by making the Inferno Tower invisible, because all our troops are extremely low right now, and we need them to actually get inside the base and just clean it up. Our siege just popped, which is fine. Of course, we got a lot of troops inside of it, so that way they can kind of take all the splash damage and get focused. We got a Valkyrie in there too, so if she goes down, rage spell will pop off. Queen will pop a 180 in just a second here to actually clean up that Inferno, which will be good for us. And the other dragons should just be able to clean on the inside of the base because they're just gonna melt everything, quite literally. The Queen is going back. She doesn't have her effect, but what should happen here, she should have just enough time to actually pop the clan castle. I was hoping she'd pop the clan castle, but she didn't. End up the rest of this, then she'd pop a 180 to go get that actual Inferno. So it looks like we're good. The only thing is the super dragons are all extremely low, so kind of a little bit on the alarming side, but if at least one of them gets focused it won't particularly matter because the Inferno max out damage will just melt it. That's good. They're gonna melt it now, and with that, we have 3-star with, of course, the new hero equipment in Clash of Clans. And then we got a bunch of ice cubes and everything else on top of it with some nice loot. Oh, so just got 255 gems. But that's, of course, how you get the new Fireball equipment in Clash of Clans. Now, a question for you guys is, do you feel like you're going to be using this hero equipment over anything else? Personally, for me, I don't feel like this hero equipment is particularly that good. Just because there's so much good hero equipment for the Warden already. I think I'm going to keep using the Healing Tomb plus the Eternal Tomb just because it protects and also recovers all my troops. But I'd be interested to see, do you think this will actually replace your current hero equipment by one of them at least? Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think is gonna be the best combo with the Fireball? I'll be very curious to figure that one out. And of course, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to smash the like button, get subscribed so you miss on future Clash of Clans content. I'll see you guys from now on. GMAN out.